For a second day running, the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP are on the streets and on river ghats fighting it out over garbage and pollution in the city. The Aam Aadmi Party has launched protests in several parts of the national capital. Key leaders have been deployed at garbage sites. The aim is to put the BJP in a spot over the mountains of garbage in Delhi. Now, the Aam Aadmi Party is saying that the job to clean up garbage is that of the MCDs, which for the last 15 years has been controlled by the BJP.
Last night, after we exposed the fact that BJP is making a landfill site here and we intend to protest, all of last night MCD has cleaned this area. This is the state of the area after it has been cleaned by the MCD for 12 hours. Till last night, there was almost garbage about 10 feet of height that was standing over here. So it is very clear that BJP intends to make a landfill site over here. BJP is trying to divert attention away from the mess that they have made in Delhi. In the MCD, you can see that it is their responsibility to ensure that the city is clean. The whole city is filthy. Any locality you go to, there is rubbish all around. And now people have made up their mind they're going to throw BJP out of MCD.
Not to be outdone, the BJP showed up at the Yamuna Ghat, where the festival of Chhath will be celebrated tomorrow. BJP MP Parvesh Verma was seen shouting and using cuss words with officials of the Delhi Jal Board over the use of chemicals to disperse the toxic foam in the river. Now, the BJP is accusing the Aam Aadmi Party of doing nothing to clean up the Yamuna. Instead, they say spraying it with poisonous chemicals to dissolve the toxic foam. Take a look at Mr. Verma giving a verbal lashing to this Jal Board official.
और यहाँ पे लोग लगाएंगे डुबकी ये मैं तेरे से अप्रूव्ड है ये तेरे को 8 साल में ध्यान आ रहा है अप्रूव्ड है
क्या बात है सर आप इतना क्यों गुस्सा कर रहे हैं
क्यों गुस्सा कर रहे हैं
एक तो हम
यहाँ पे लोगों को मार रहे हो तुम 8 साल में तुम इसको साफ नहीं कर पाए
मार रहा है आपको कैसा लग रहा है कि लोग मर रहे हैं इससे
अरे तू इसमें डुबकी लगा चल अभी
किस में ये केमिकल एफडीए
इसमें
ये केमिकल एफडीए अप्रूव्ड ये यूएस एफडीए से अप्रूव्ड है
इसको सर पर डाल दूं ये केमिकल
इसको एनएमसीजी ने भी अप्रूव किया है
ये केमिकल तेरे सर पर डाल दूं तुम यहाँ पे केमिकल डाल रहे हो पानी में और यहाँ पे लोग लगाएंगे डुबकी ये मैं तेरे सर पर डाल दूं
किसके
ये अप्रूव्ड है यहाँ पे अपना कर रहा है अप्रूव्ड है शर्म नहीं आती तुम्हें
शर्म की क्या बात है ये एनएमसीजी के मिनट्स
एनएमसीजी से अप्रूव्ड है
मैं आपको मिनट्स की कॉपी दिखा रहा हूँ
प्लांट लगा दिया कर रहा है बकवास यहाँ पे
आपको अगर ऐसा कुछ लगता है तो आप कंप्लेंट करिए
तू यहाँ पे डुबकी लगा चल यहाँ पे लोग आएंगे डुबकी लगाने तू लगा के दिखा पहले
ये घाट डेसिग्नेटेड नहीं है सर
ये तो फिर क्यों कर रहे हो यहाँ पे ये
तो क्यों अगर
क्यों कर रहे हो यहाँ पे तुम्हें साल में ध्यान नहीं आया कल यहाँ पे लोग मनाएंगे छठ तो तुम यहाँ पे अपना कर रहे हो ये काम बेशरम घटिया आदमी
Is this how public representatives are supposed to speak to people? That's a question that the viewer will need to answer, and possibly Mr. Harish Khurana, who is a BJP spokesperson, who is joining me on the broadcast. Thank you, Mr. Khurana, for being with us here in the studio. Good to have you here. Vimlendu Jha is an environmentalist. He's joining us on the broadcast. And Anirban Banerjee is a lawyer and a political analyst joining us as well. Once again, as always, the Aam Aadmi Party has not sent a representative for this discussion. Khurana Sahab.
This shows their seriousness towards the debates and towards what they want to do the society. This shows it. They never send anybody.
Lekin Khurana Sahab, first help me understand the misbehavior that we have seen on our screens right now. You know, this pollution politics will continue. I understand that. This guy is a Delhi Jal Board official. He's doing his job. He's saying that the chemicals I am spraying are the ones that have been given to me and that have been approved by the NMCG. Is this how a public representative is supposed to be behaving with a worker of the Delhi Jal Board, sir?
You're seeing the words, but you're not seeing what the actual जो गुस्सा है वो नहीं देख रहे हैं गुस्सा क्यों है गुस्सा क्यों है
लेकिन गलत इंसान पे निकाला गया ना
years after years since 2015 we are hearing by next year this Yamuna will go I'll have that kind of Yamuna where you can bath also you can drink the water year after years we are getting the dates तारीख पे तारीख मिल रही है तो वो गुस्सा नहीं आएगा क्या as an individual as a citizen of Delhi we have voted as a chief minister of Delhi and chief minister is saying no don't talk about Yamuna we'll talk about in 2025 why today
गुस्सा तो कूड़े के पहाड़ देख के भी आता है
ना उसका जवाब देता हूँ
right
जवाब देता हूँ 2015 they are alleging since last 15 years this कूड़े के पहाड़ है since last 15 years people have voted for us We are doing a lot of things about this. If you yesterday, Kejriwal said, tell us one thing, one thing which BJP has done in MCD. I'll tell you what we have done. Door-to-door pickup of garbage. Who is doing it? MCD is doing it. When everybody, including you, me, everybody was at home in Corona times, only MCD workers and MCD people were collecting the garbage from your home in Corona time. It's not appreciable. Yes, it is. You talk about every death certificate or a birth certificate, online, who's giving it? MCD is giving it. So these kind of work, we are already doing it. Waste to energy about your Bharat Darshan Park, your waste to wander. If you see, you're going from Akshardham Mandir directly to Pragati Maidan, you see a very good park over there. Who has made it? MCD has made it. So if Arvind Kejriwal is saying, tell us one thing which BJP has done. I'm telling you, we have done these kind of work, and we are proud of it. And 15 years, people has given.
Are you also proud of the fact that the kude ka pahad that Mr. Karve, suniye, kude ka pahad that Mr. Arvind Kejriwal is saying is the direct responsibility of the MCD? Sir, it is as tall as the Qutub Minar.
No, I'll tell you now. What we have done since 2019.
It's a shame for this city.
No, I'll tell you.
It's a shame for this city.
Shreya, let me answer. Since 2019, we have installed number of trommels over there. I'll tell you, 140 lakh tons, metric tons is a total garbage, total legacy of Ghazipur. Till now, we have done 12.68 and 16 meters have come down, 16 meters, and we have targeted by 2023. हम तारीख नहीं देंगे. We have already said by 2023 end, this whole pahad will be removed. Otherwise, we will not come in the power. I'm telling you honestly, Balswa.
He's a year away.
I'll tell you,
You're saying the pahad will go. Are Khurana sir.
Let me figures. Bhalswa, 80 metric ton is a total legacy. We have till now, we have already removed 25.98. 12 meters have been come down. This is a fact. This is actual fact which I'm giving to your viewers, ma'am. I'm not telling lie over here.
Anirban Banerjee, the BJP is saying, and Mr. Khurana representing the BJP is saying that our kude ka pahad is coming down, but the Yamuna is getting more polluted because even to remove the toxic foam in the river right now, you're spraying poison on it. I know I want to come to Vimlendu about whether this really is poison that is being sprayed in the river or not, but would you for the moment want to respond to what Mr. Khurana is saying?
I can see from the words of Mr. Khurana why BJP is called the Bharatiya Jumla Party. That they will remove all the garbage within a year. I mean, I am very sure Mr. Khurana himself doesn't believe it, but he has to say, since he's representing a party. But that's fine. Secondly, Yamuna River, regarding the pollution in Yamuna River, this is a river that I had personally visited in 2015 in Uttar Pradesh, right? The BJP had not come to power then. I had gone around the city in Mathura, and there I had met some political leaders from the ruling party. It was the SP then, and afterwards the BJP, etc., etc. The BJP at that time was doing a whispering campaign that if they come to power, the Pavitra Jamuna will be cleaned by the BJP completely. It will look like a mirror, right? This is 2022. The BJP is in power in UP for the last 7 years, the last 5 years now, 6 years. The condition of Yamuna in Uttar Pradesh has only worsened. And in Delhi, at least the government is trying something. You might say that why chemical, why not chemical, this and that. There is a controversy over whether this chemical should be used or it should not be used. But go to Uttar Pradesh, nobody gives a damn about the condition of Yamuna right now. Let it flow with its polluted water, let people have skin diseases, let them die. We will only do vote politics, we will do only this communal politics over religion and everything whenever the vote is there. Therefore, when the BJP is telling anything about pollution, whether it is Yamuna or the city or the air pollution, etc., I do not know why do they even do that. Anything, if anything, they will only bring in religion. They will bring in religion for the vote politics and let the environment take care of itself.
Mr. Kejriwal is bringing religion in currency notes. He wants Lakshmi Ganesh printed on the notes of the Rupaya. He's written to the Prime Minister today. So let's not talk about communal politics. The BJP is a master at it, but the Aam Aadmi Party is getting better at it every day. Mr. Kejriwal throws a googly almost every second day. हाँ जी, बोलिए खुराना साहब।
I think Mr. Banerjee,
exact
I
word,
don't
googly.
think he belongs to Delhi or what. He's talking about Yamuna in Uttar Pradesh, but he don't know what the fact is. Yamuna goes from Delhi only, and that is the reason Yamuna is in good bad condition in UP also. Now, I'll play a small video, ma'am, to your viewers. This is 2015.
कहना चाहता हूं कि यमुना को साफ करने के लिए हम पूरी तरह से प्रतिबद्ध हैं। अगले चुनाव के पहले, ये वाला चुनाव नहीं, 5 साल के अंदर, अगले चुनाव के पहले सारे गांव को ले जाके उसमें डुबकी लगवा दूंगा। यमुना को साफ किया जाएगा, और जैसा मैं अक्सर कहता हूं कि 5 साल तो लगेंगे, लेकिन 5 साल के अंदर
Year after year. This is year after year. This is not one statement. This is year after year. We're getting the same thing, same dialogue, same script. That Yamuna will be getting clean. You will taking a bath in that. You will drink the water of that. What has happened to that? Yesterday he went to garbage, seeing the garbage. Yamuna 7 से निकलती है, चले जाते हैं वहाँ थोड़ी देर के लिए भी, वहाँ भी दिखाते हैं कि वहाँ भी pollution है, वहीं से निकल के गए हैं ना वहाँ से. Yesterday he went from there only. Or from Yamuna only.
A string of unbroken promises. Mr. Khurana today has come armed with proof on his telephone.
No, that is fine. It was showing some pages of papers, the pages of statistics. What about Namami Gange? I mean, when you are trying to clean a river, I have no problems with any party promising that we'll clean a river, and after that, if they fail, they start blaming somebody else. That is something I have a problem with. You give a promise that I'll clean a river. See, cleaning a river is a gigantic task. It's a mammoth task. Sir, please just a minute. In Delhi, it's also the BJP that is ruling the union government. They had proposed Namami Gange in 2014, whereas the statistics of Namami Gange, more than 700 crores have gone down the drain. What is the condition of River Ganga now? River Ganga flows through so many states, right? The condition, the pollution level of River Ganga has only worsened every year. So if the BJP had any positive intent towards cleaning Yamuna,
Namami Gange mein hi we have given 2,600 crore rupees for Arvind Kejriwal. We have seen what is happening in Yamuna.
The River Ganga,
I'm sorry, Ross. You're a brother, but at least you should have some facts with you. 2,356 crore have been given against the Namami Gange to clean the Yamuna also. But what has happened? We have seen what is happening in Delhi. I think Mr. Jha will tell you what the actual fact is. But 2,356 crore rupees gone in the drain. Where it is gone, Arvind Kejriwal only knows it. Or you might be knowing it.
No.
Quickly make your point, Mr. Banerjee. I have to go to Vimlendu as well.
Yeah, of course. I only told that whenever you are promising to clean a river, it is possible that you might fail once or twice, because cleaning a river is a very mammoth task. I get that. I won't blame any party for that. But it is the intent. When you are promising, at least try to deliver. The Aam Aadmi Party has at least tried to deliver. What about the BJP's promises of cleaning River Ganga? Go to River Ganga in
The
any part of
BJP can say the same thing about garbage. The BJP is saying the same thing about garbage. We have great intentions. We have been trying to do it. It's not happened. Yes, we have failed, but our intention is good. Intention se kaam nahi chalta, sir. The public is watching everything that is going on.
Cleaning garbage of a city is nowhere equal to cleaning a river. Please don't draw any parallels between the two. Cleaning a garbage, the system is there. Whether it is Delhi, whether it's Kolkata, whether it's Chennai, any metro city, the system exists. But cleaning a river, nobody will claim that a system exists. You have to try. That is fine. You will try, and one day we might get a clean Yamuna or a clean Ganga. But regarding the BJP, it will not even try. That is the problem. That is the problem I have. They're at the union level, they're at the state level in Uttar Pradesh. What happened to Ganga?
Okay. The Yamuna and the Ganga are being cleaned since I was a little girl. Abhi tak to nahi hua. Across various governments, I don't think it will happen. I mean, it will happen in my lifetime. It'll much better now. No, I don't know about Ganga being much better, but I think politicians will keep fighting. Before my lifetime, I will not see these two rivers. These two rivers, which are the lifelines of this country.
Actual fact is, Ganga has become very, very clean.
What do you want to come in here? I mean, I spoke about Delhi, Uttar Pradesh was dragged in. I spoke about Yamuna, Ganga was dragged in. Now I'm being told that it's easier to clean up garbage in a city than to clean up a river. Just come in here and tell me what you make of this discourse, political discourse that has now gone on for the last 48 hours between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party.
Absolutely, Shreya. So, it's good that they expose each other. Good that Aam Aadmi Party representative who is, I don't know, he calls himself political analyst. I don't even understand what the word political analyst means these days, but a political analyst, blaming and exposing BJP, which is rightly so. BJP is wrong, as in the coup d'etat Pahad that we're talking about is a mountain of shame. It is a monument and a testimony to the complete corruption and inaction in MCD. And similarly, how Mr. Khurana has actually exposed Aam Aadmi Party in terms of its own inaction and hollow promises. If you actually look at, as I was talking about yesterday as well, I have a letter which is basically a minutes of the meeting of Delhi Jal Board just 6 days ago when Saurabh Bharadwaj has actually tweeted about this, where, almost 6 out of 33, which is 20% of their STPs and 20% of their CTPs are not functional. Like when your main infrastructure is not functional, when you're actually not even putting your infrastructure in place, and by the way, almost 30 to 40% of sewage in Delhi, the unauthorized sewage in Delhi, goes untreated into Yamuna. So there's that 30% of sewage that is coming from unauthorized colonies, and your capacity to treat waste. When you don't have that, then you only depend on these chemical temporary silicone defoamer to really diffuse the foam. Please understand this is not an anti-pollutant. If the way Saurabh Bharadwaj and Aam Aadmi Party and this political analyst will tell you that how this actually cleans the river, if that was the solution, perhaps we should buy truckloads of this chemical and just keep dumping it in the river, and we should shut this Yamuna Action Plan, Ganga Action Plan, and just clean the river with these chemical defoamers. Defoaming is mostly industrial activity. It's actually not good. If you look at what doctors from Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital, several environmentalists since morning have come out and spoken about the fact that this is not how you clean the river. This is not good. The medical fraternity has said that there's no testing on human body that has actually been done of this particular chemical that they're spraying in the Yamuna, and that is going to cause irritation in eyes. Of course, people imagine downstream of this particular place in Kalindi Kunj are going to consume this water. So indeed, Aam Aadmi Party stands exposed, and every time they get exposed, they expose BJP. All of this is good. Wish this was just the chapter number 1. Unfortunately, this is chapter number 30, the last chapter of MCD elections. Rather than they getting exposed and therefore fixing their path to development or their action, they just come on television show and keep blaming each other and keep exposing each other. I would want concrete action as a citizen, what we were talking about earlier as well, that Yamuna is polluted. Our air today, we all know that the situation is almost 340, 350 AQI, and Aam Aadmi Party has boycotted all the debates, all the media interaction on issues related to public health and environment. And of course, BJP will squarely blame. They think that the central government has no responsibility, or their respective states. Uttar Pradesh, for example, has a lot of stubble burning. 11% of Yamuna's pollution is in Uttar Pradesh, specifically in Agra. 80% indeed is in Delhi. So this is really shameful. Like, imagine they come up prepared rather than accepting their mistake. They come prepared for these television debates to just do tu meh meh. And it's really unfortunate that imagine there'll be lakhs and lakhs of people who will actually be taking a dip in the river. Forget the defoamer. This particular water of Yamuna is E-class as per Central Pollution Control Board, which means that it's not even fit for animal bathing. It's only fit for industrial cooling. It's actually black water that actually, it's a concoction of heavy metals, chemicals, everything that floats in the river. And there'll be thousands and thousands of people taking a so-called holy dip in this. So it's very unfortunate that the government has subjected, and year after year, we would be okay. We understand that this task is mammoth. There were rivers in America that caught fire because of pollution. River Thames was polluted, but they were able to fix it. We do not see that happening. We do not know if your drains are not managed properly, if your sewage treatment plants are not managed properly, and there's no humility and acceptance of a mistake and a problem. If they keep justifying, using this silicone defoamer and everything else, every time you ask them about Yamuna, they say that, oh, well, how about that? This entire whataboutery around issues of environment and public health is costing lives of our children, lives of poor citizens of our country, of this city.
Anirban Banerjee, this is what happens when you wake up last minute. Chhath Puja is tomorrow. The BJP creates a song and dance about pollution in the river. You start spraying the river with what essentially is poison. And now you have a river that is not even fit for animal bathing, where thousands and thousands of Purvanchalis, especially women, tomorrow will show up at the river to bathe here.
The situation of Jamuna, the pollutant level of Jamuna has not been in this condition recently. This has been like this for decades. And there had to be a concerned effort from all the sides, the state government, the union government, the states through which the Jamuna runs as well. Therefore, there had to be some level of coordination. Cooperative federalism, that's a term we use too often in our debates. This is the reason cooperative federalism should be there. This is one of the very prime examples that we can cite, that when you're talking about cleaning a river, as large, as long as Jamuna or even River Ganga, there has to be coordination between multiple states, and the union government has to take the responsibility to coordinate these efforts. And that very coordination has been missing. On the part of the state government, there are limitations. They can only do so much. But if the other states and the union government steps in, if they feel that, yes, this is not something to slugfest politically about, only then will success be attained. Or else this blame game goes
Mr.
on.
Anirban, you're telling me that the pollution of the river Yamuna is not new, it is decades old. Of course it is decades old. How long exactly has the Aam Aadmi Party been in power in the national capital? Please help me understand that.
No, it has
Over
been
and
in
over
power,
again,
as I
promises
said.
have been made to clean up the Yamuna. You're
Yes,
talking about interstate, you're talking about interstate cooperation. Where does 80% of the pollution in the Yamuna come from?
It is from the city Delhi, but the entire
Point is that the Aam Aadmi Party has not done its job.
the entire administrative control of Delhi does not lie with the state government. There is the MCD, which is run by the BJP. A lot of garbage, a lot of pollution comes from the garbage. When you are talking about the sewage plant, when you're talking about the pollutant getting into the river, are there microplastics getting into the river? Tell me, yes or no?
Mr. Banerjee, कैसी बात कर रहे हैं आप? It is the Jal Board's responsibility. Vimlendu, you want to explain that to Mr. Anirban?
No. Shreya, as I said, pollution of a river or air or whatever you're talking about, that is not something one single department of one government can handle. There has to be a coordinated effort from all sides. That is what I am saying. I was citing an example.
Tell you, sir.
Yeah, sure.
Vimlendu, go ahead.
Okay, sir. So I should tell you first that indeed many of these issues need to be dealt with it collectively. Indeed, it should be. And that bringing everyone together is also the responsibility of Aam Aadmi Party government, which is in power right now. We never heard this tu-tu meh-meh when Sheila Dikshit was in power, by the way. And, you know, I'm just saying that I fought with her a lot of times on the issue of Yamuna pollution, but every time we went to her and spoke to her and told her about Yamuna's pollution, she never blamed it on Haryana or on Uttar Pradesh or someone else. One thing. Point number two, I should tell you that responsibility, the sole custodian of Yamuna in Delhi, both in terms of drinking water, which we actually draw from the river, and the sewage that we actually release in Yamuna through these 17 drains, which is almost 3,500 million liters of wastewater that we empty in Yamuna every day. That's the sole responsibility of Delhi Jal Board. Here we have Delhi Jal Board. Similarly, there are other institutions, the flood control department and other PHF AI and other departments in Haryana and Uttar Pradesh, flood control and irrigation and water supply departments. So every state, in your state, in this state called Delhi, it's Delhi Jal Board's sole responsibility to really take care of our sewage and also to take care of our drinking water. Imagine, you know, at least 20 times a year, Shreya, the water supply of Delhi is actually disconnected because there's high level of ammonia. Imagine the kind of water that we're actually subjected to drink in the city. Therefore, to just say that all of us, yes, all of us should come together, but you should do your duty. As in, if I'm telling you right now, just go and check if there are 20% of sewage treatment plants are bad in design, 20% of CETPs, which is common effluent treatment plants, are bad in design and not operational, as per Delhi Jal Board's own letter, then you know what they haven't done their own work. Indeed, it's a mammoth task, but you need to start. And if you just not accept that there's a mistake, there's a problem. If you have these chemicals and these gallons and barrels ready on the banks of Yamuna to make it cosmetically look clean, then you will never be able to solve the problem, because you are only in election mode. For you, public health is not important at all. For you, just picking up a fight and creating a narrative of battle is important. And indeed, as I said, BJP is responsible for MCD. I was, fighting with Shreya Dhoundial earlier when she was in power for Yamuna. So please understand, citizens like us and experts that are there all around, when they ask you questions, rather than actually fighting them out, you should accept your mistake and do the needful. You cannot, if silicone or defoamer was the solution to environmental problem and river keeping, we should, India should be importing truckloads of it.
Right now is, actually the problem is Arvind Kejriwal is always in denial mode. We need a visionary chief minister. We don't want a Vigyapanwad chief minister. The reason I'll tell you, when Khurana ji was a chief minister, he brought the metro, Delhi metro in Delhi. Imagine if our Delhi metro is not there in Delhi, what happened to transportation? He thought 20 years back, what will happen to Delhi after 20 years? Same with Shreya Dhoundial ji. Shreya Dhoundial bought series of flyovers. Imagine if she has not thought of at that time, what has happened to Delhi? Same here. Problem is, Arvind Kejriwal, who to speak to, he's always in denial mode. Allegation after allegation, Modi ji kaam nahi karne de rahe. Look what he's talking about. Modi ji has, central government has given 2,500 crore rupees from Namami Gange to clean up the Yamuna. What has happened to this? Except that your sewage treatment plants are not ready.
Also accepted. BJP also needs to accept.
I'm giving you a figure that we have since 2019.
In 15 years, the Kude ka Pahad has only grown. Now you're showing me that the figures have come down. The fact is that it has climbed and climbed and climbed till it has got to a point where it's bigger than the Qutub Minar.
These treatments of this garbage came into existence in 2019 only. Since 2019, we have brought down to 18 meters. And I promise you on your channel, by 2023, we are giving an actual promises. By 2023, our target is, a couple of days back, Amit Shah ji also confirmed that. He has opened one more trauma center at South Delhi only. So we are on target by 2023 end. And Arvind Kejriwal also knows it. That's the reason kal wo chale gaye ki haan ji main karne aunga, main karunga. That's the reason I'm saying.
तो आपका भी वही फेक प्रॉमिस तो नहीं है जो अरविंद केजरीवाल का 2015 में about the Yamuna था.
I'm telling you, but 2023 end, if ये पहाड़ नीचे नहीं आते, hold me on. Hold me on.
इसका promise I don't believe.
Hold me on. So I'm that family for Delhi. You know that. So I'm telling you, we are on the job.
चलिए लास्ट सवाल पूछ लेती हूँ आपसे. मिस्टर खुराना, ये बताइए जरा, आपको ये यमुना की याद छठ फेस्टिवल से पहले क्यों आई?
No. Mr. Jha knows it. Mr. Jha knows it.
And gang decided to sail down the Yamuna yesterday because Chhath is tomorrow.
Because इस वक्त मीडिया की टेंशन मिल रही है because छठ आ रही है. But the actual fact is, Mr. Jha knows it. I used to raise this question about the environment a lot of times. I used to file an RTIs. I bought this figure that 2,523 crore rupees has been given from Namami Gange to Yamuna only. I have bought this out. So let me clarify. Also, Jal Board ke upar balance sheet nahi bani. I was the one who went into court. So problem is, media ko kam nazar aata hai ki only
There are 30% Purvanchalis in Delhi. There is an MCD election coming. तो आपको छठ पूजा से पहले आपको यमुना की याद आई.
Ma'am, it's not mine, but the fact is,
गार्बेज की याद MCD इलेक्शन से पहले आई.
For Yamuna, for Delhi government on this issue, years after years, every time, not this ki only Chhath time. No, I'm sorry, ma'am. I'll not take this allegation on to you.
Leave it there for the moment. This has been an interesting discussion. There is a commitment from the BJP, 23 end, a commitment from the BJP that Delhi's Kude ke Pahad will be wiped out. There'll be beautiful, fragrant parks.
It's a little landscape, good, beautiful landscape for that. I promise you that.
Let's just say inshallah to that and move on. Thank you very much, Vimlendu, for being with us. Mr. Banerjee, thank you very much for being with us. And Mr. Khurana, thanks for coming all the way to the studio. Good to have you. A quick break. There's more on the other side. Do stay with us.